Welcome to another check-in episode. I just wanted to see how everyone is holding up. I hope you're practicing social distancing and staying home and enjoying some of the content that Complex has been pumping out. I also have this new Jordan Delta SP. As you can see, I have two versions. I have the first colorway that dropped and then a new colorway that is going to drop next month. But before I get into this, I want to check in with Brendan Dunne. Give the viewers an update. How is Full Size Run going?
Full Size Run's going well. We've been doing a lot of remote recording. You know, there's some hiccups as there are with a lot of these things, but I do have my webcam figured out. I know a lot of people were upset on Sneaker Battle because it looked like I think one person in the comments had filmed it from a microwave, but I'm coming to you crystal crispy clear from the Logitech Brio right now. So I'm pretty sure this is 4K, so you can zoom all the way on a mustache or whatever the people want, you know. But yeah, it's been good.
Speaking of Sneaker Battle, people think you're cocky.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I mean, if you don't watch Full Size Run, you don't know kind of like the jokey type, you know. If you don't know,
it's dry humor.
You know, it's a satire. But that's fine. If people don't like me, that's fine.
Okay, are we allowed to disclose how many episodes are in a season of Full Size Run?
Yeah, it's 12.
12, right?
Yeah.
How many episodes are we in?
When is this coming out?
Monday.
So we have 2 more episodes left in the Full Size Run season. So season finale is coming up fast.
Do we have a hint?
I can't say because I don't like to say. I've hinted at things before, and then the guests canceled on us and stuff like that. So I don't want to say anything because then I look like an idiot if it doesn't happen. So
that was Brendan Dunne, and now I'm going to chop it up with Graeme McMillian, Jordan brand designer. Before we get started, let me put some respect on your name by saying you are the senior design director of Jordan Footwear, correct?
Yep, handling all the lifestyle products.
And you designed this shoe right here.
I did.
So this shoe actually dropped last week and sold out on Sneakers app. So we'll focus on this pair for this video. I'll just leave it right here. What can you tell me about the Jordan Delta SP?
Yeah, so the Jordan Delta React that you have in your hand, that's basically the latest model out of our modern lifestyle collection, which myself and 3 other designers are working on. So basically we're trying to just reinterpret the greatness of the brand and of MJ and really come with modern solutions for everyday situations, shoes you can wear every day that are comfortable, look good, and function.
So this is actually the 4th iteration?
Yeah, so this is basically the 4th React shoe out of our modern collection. We launched with the Proto React about a year and a bit ago. There was the Apex Utility, and then there was the Proto Z, which is more of a seasonal execution. And so this is basically the 4th version of what we kind of envision the future of Jordan lifestyle to be in terms of footwear.
Talk to me about the materials that went into the shoe.
We wanted to really combine this idea of tech and craft together. The shoe has a very distinct look. Working from the ground up, we've used the React foam that was developed on the Nike side. It's been put into running shoes, basketball shoes, lifestyle shoes. And it's the most lightweight and responsive performance foam we have. So that's the first thing you'll notice. We're using a performance foam for everyday comfort. With the geometries on there, we've taken inspiration from basketball cues that you'd see on old shoes, like on the 4, the herringbone. So we've used computational design and computer technology to kind of create a data-informed, a zoned geometry that allows for flexibility in the forefoot and cushioning in the heel. And then on top of that, we built this kind of classic yet modern upper. So the upper is really about a blend of materials that are both lifestyle and tech. So you've got that kind of crafted feel with the suede, a lightweight breathable mesh, a ripstop in the quarter for support, and then a bunch of design details that really kind of tie the shoe together. Now,
this deconstructed exposed tongue, where was that inspiration from Virgil?
Virgil did some things to kind of open up the aperture of what, footwear could be or how it could be built. But this is actually a little bit of a nod to my past in Nike sportswear. Some of the original shoes that were made for running or basketball in the late 70s, early 80s, they just had this exposed tongue detail. And so you've seen it come back on other shoes. But yeah, this was just sort of like more of that contrast between the high tech of the tooling, the heritage of the way shoes used to be built. Just kind of simple, but it kind of gives it a bit more character and just sort of counters or balances out the precision of the way the tooling and the rest of the upper is.
What about these like 3 zeros over here?
The 00023 was more of this kind of like technical take on the number 23. So it's kind of like almost like a serial code sort of sequence that you'd find, but the 23 is definitely recognizable by everyone.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the release date is May next month, the 14th.
I believe that's right.
These insoles are different from this version because this version used a cork.
Yeah, cork. Yeah. So the SP version is basically a limited edition version that will go to some of our more specific retailers. You see the kind of this idea of the progression and interpretation of the Wings logo from the OG that was on the 85. And then sort of this in-between version of it that is just simplified in terms of a blacked out silhouette. And then the linear Wings logo we call it in-house. But yeah, that's the one we have on the heel too.
Okay, am I missing any other Easter eggs?
If you look closely, you can see some perfs on the Strobel board that are, again, just an interpretation of that 00023. You'll also see little details like the Strobel stitch. If you lift up the heel of the sock liner, you see that red color there. There's these dots on there. If you look closely, it's basically a perforated
23.
Yeah, and then on the left shoe, it's the 000. So just fun little details like that.
Okay, random question. Can one of these days Jordan just like hide a golden ticket in one of these shoes? Kind of like an Easter egg like this? And then whoever has the shoe gets free Jordans for a year. Can we make that happen?
That sounds pretty cool. I'll talk to my marketing colleagues and get brand design involved. But that might bump sales a little bit if people knew there was free shoes for a year.
Exactly. Throw it on a non-hype shoe. Create some buzz over there.
All right, we'll see. Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
So there you guys have it. That was a complete detailed breakdown of the Jordan Delta React SP. This colorway is going to drop next month, May 14th. Moving along, I actually want to check in with Racks Hogan.
I've been doing like a lot of experimenting. I bought a press to keep at home so that if it gets too crazy, I can just stay at home. But I bought a press. I got like 25 strings to create and a brain full of ideas. So it's just like, I took some stuff that I had, collected dust in the closet, moved it around, made it work for me. So yeah, now I'm here. I come here on a big scale and then go home and practice so I can get better at it. So even when this is over, I still acquire a skill that I can take and use to, do my thing. This is going to challenge a lot of people's business models, business dynamics, how they do business, in terms of, having a backup plan, because I don't feel like nobody really expected it to get like this. I mean, it was kind of like people talked about it, but it's like, oh, that's not going to happen, And now the shit really done happened. The shit done hit the fan. So a lot of people was like, I won't say scrambling, but they trying to figure it out. And some people just take a little bit longer than others to figure it out. But hopefully, I think everybody will be all right, in the long run. And, if you not, when things come back to normal, then I guess you didn't lose no place. You just kind of stayed in place. You know what I'm saying?
All right, before we get out of here, I want to quickly plug some new shows that Complex is working on, as well as some first week fee shows. Starting off with Complex News. They have a new series called Complex World. Now, this series will tackle some of the more serious issues happening around the world. The first episode dropped last week when Speedy spoke with someone over in China about their experience during the quarantine. Now, Complex Originals just released a new series called Show and Tell. Basically, the show is tapping in with your favorite celebrities and asking them what they've been consuming during the quarantine. Obviously, we're working on Sneaker Battle, trying to drop a new episode every Tuesday at 1 p.m. You have First We Feast. They just launched the season 11 finale with Justin Timberlake. Also want to plug Truth or Dab. The Bella Twins are on this week. And of course, you also have the Hot Ones game show on True TV. So a lot of content to consume. Shout out to everyone that's at home, taking care of your family. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.